What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and today I'm team building around Life Orb Swords Dance Toxicroak for Sword and Shield OU. Then I will be testing out the team on the Pokemon Showdown ladder. We definitely want to get in Toxicroak on Fairy-type Pokemon, most notably Clefable, Sylveon, and Hatterene, and a partner that can do that for us is Noivern. This can also U-turn out on Tyranitar, and we can just threaten that with Toxicroak's Drain Punch, so that's really valuable. Sucker Punch is able to pressure Dragapult, but in case there's Sub-Dragapult, we can use Noivern's Infiltrator to be able to break through that, because Sub-Dragapult definitely doesn't run Dragon moves from what I've seen, so let's go ahead and run Hurricane, U-Turn, Draco, and Flamethrower with the heavy duty boots on this, so just an easy way to get Toxicroak in from what I found. I think it's great. I'll run Timid Nature on this despite the fact that we have U-Turn, and yeah, that's not timid. Let's go ahead and put minus attack in there and move on. So from here, I like the offense. I don't have a way to pressure Corviknight at all. Like, Flamethrower is not doing any sorts of damage, and Toxapex seems to be an issue too, particularly for Toxicroak. Although, we do Wallet, I think we might get PP stalled, so maybe I should be careful. I could just SD up to +6 though and break through it, so maybe it doesn't matter. What do I want to do for Corviknight though? Do I want to double up on Dragons and go Dracozolt? I mean, Hustle loses games, but it could be fun. What other ways could I pressure Corviknight? I mean, Rotom Heat would be just as good. Rotom Heat would also provide me with a Fairy Resist, which Toxicroak threatens Fairy types, but it's not switching into a Hatterene's attack, or maybe like Life Orb Moonblast, so Rotom Heat doesn't seem bad. I kind of want to go the more offensive route though with Dracozolt and just double up on Dragons. I don't think the dual typing or the type overlap is going to be that big of a deal, since they're threatening different Pokemon anyway, so let's go ahead and Choice Scarf this with Adamant Nature. I'm gonna run the same speed tier that my Toxicroak has, which is 250, allows me to speed tie with Choice Scarf Dracovish as well as Toxtricity. And then for the moves, I can just run Bolt Beak, Dragon Claw, Fire Fang, and Earthquake. Earthquake is fine. Allows me to hit like a random Rhyperior, which you never know, maybe we'll run into that because Rhyperior is actually annoying for Noivern, and it does have Solid Rock for Toxicroak's Drain Punch, so it's something I do have to consider, but this is mainly here just to be able to OHKO Corviknight. I don't want to just get pressure stalled or have Mirror Armor be too big of an issue. What do I want to do now? I definitely want Hazards, so what can I do regarding that? Would Ferrothorn be a good Hazard setter? And also, would I make it the Spike setter or the Stealth Rock setter? I think I'll come back to Ferrothorn. Let's see if there's a Stealth Rock setter I can add instead. And then maybe I can add Ferrothorn with Spikes. I could add like Wish Pass plus Ferrothorn. Oh, you know what I could actually do? If I want to do that, instead of Sylveon, which I normally run, I could try Defensive Clef with the Wish Pass and put Stealth Rocks over Thunder Wave, which is generally ran on Defensive Clef. That would be fine, then I can Wish Pass into Ferrothorn and get up like Spikes. Hazard Stack's going to be really useful for like Toxicroak, basically any of these to be honest, so that could be the move here. What spreads do they usually run? I'm going to do this because I haven't tried Defensive Clef the entire generation. I think I've only ran Life Orbs, so let's go ahead and run Stealth Rocks, Moonblast, and then, yeah, Wish Protect. Seems fine enough with the Magic Guard. Leftovers. I think what they do is they run max HP. I think it's 160 defense and then 96 Spadef with a plus Spadef nature. I'm pretty sure this is what I saw on Smogon's page. I'll have to double check it, but there's probably a reasoning as to why they do this, so maybe I'll find out today. But yeah, I'll get this EV spread double checked, but either way, I definitely want to add this in combination with a bulkier Ferrothorn with Spikes, because now I can Hazard Stack, and that's going to help out the offense a lot, so I think that'll be really valuable. This does provide me with a Fairy Resist, but every single Fairy type gets Fire coverage, Mystical Fire or Flamethrower, so it doesn't really, I don't really consider it a Fairy check. Maybe I should add a different one after. Honestly, I might add Rotom Heat as well. Like, if Dracozolt goes down, I still get 6-0'd by Corviknight, and like T-Spikes would be an issue. Dracozolt is my best way of breaking through Pex at this point, so I need to consider all of that and maybe add Rotom Heat to check Corviknight as well. Let's go Spikes, Leech Seed, Gyro Ball, Power Whip on this with Leftovers. Iron Barbs. I've actually been seeing some Spadef era, but I really like Fizdef's ability to check Dragapult, like particularly Dragon Dance, and then like Excadrill, Undersand, and Bisharp, so I'm gonna stick with Fizdef. I don't even know what Spadef would check. What would it help with? I mean, maybe it takes one hit from Flamethrower. I highly doubt it. Like, Life Orb is really strong. Yeah, why do they run Spadef now? Like, I've been seeing that a lot, but I guess for like Specs Toxicity if you're really weak to that, but I don't know, I'm just gonna stick with Fizz Def like I usually go with. And then, yeah, reload that. So, last slot, do I just want to commit to Rotom Heat, or is there something else I could do here? I would be doubling up on Electrics, but I've done that plenty of times with the Dracozolt plus the Rotom Mouse, so I don't think I'm too worried about it. I'm just trying to think if there's a better bet than Rotom Heat to patch up the weaknesses that I'm considering, which is a Fairy Resist that doesn't care about T-Spikes. Is there anything in UU that I could consider over Rotom Heat? I don't think so. Like, I guess like a Boots Fire type like Arcanine would be fine as an offense Pokemon, but look, we already have all the offense here. I think these three are going to be killing everybody, and then these three with the Rotom Heat can just be the support and Volt turn, so... Well, obviously Noivern completes the Volt turn, but Rotom is half of that. We can do Volt Switch, Overheat, Will-O-Wisp, and Nasty Plot, so... This ensures that I actually have a Life Orb Clef switch in, which is really valuable. I'll make this heavy duty boots to ensure I'm not taking hazard damage, and then just make it like max HP, I guess, with 4 in special attack, and then make it like Timid Nature should be fine. So, some type overlap here. We have 2 electric types and 2 dragon types, but I don't think it'll be that big of a deal, so let's go ahead and play. Okay, so I have a game right here. My opponent has quite a standard team. Cinderace and the Conkeldurr are the 2 biggest threats right here. Clefable can check the Conk, but if it's faster with Poison Jab, that's definitely going to be scary. If I can get rid of the Toad, my Scarf Dracozolt can spam Bolt Beak through their team, which could be a win condition I go for. I can pressure Toad using SD Toxicroak, as well as maybe my Rotom Heat's Will-O-Wisp, so that seems to be an okay game plan. If I had to predict their lead, they would probably lead off with... Aegislash makes sense because I don't have a Ghost Resist, so they could be going for early momentum with that. So just off that, I think I want to lead off with my Ferrothorn. If they lead Aegislash, I can lead Sheet. If they lead Toad, I hit momentum. If they lead Cinderace, I'll have to go like Rotom or something, but yeah, it does end up being Cinderace. Okay, so definitely a tougher lead matchup than I would have liked. This could be my opportunity to Will-O-Wisp the Seismitoad, however. They go for Power Ball and does 30. I don't think that's Choice Band, but let's find out right here. They could easily hide Jump Kick here too, I'm realizing, so maybe I should play it a bit safe and not Will-O-Wisp. I think they're going Toad though. You know what, it doesn't really change my play, I'm just gonna Will-O-Wisp. They go Rotom Heat as a pivot, that's really interesting. I could easily just Will-O-Wisp again, hoping they win the speed tie. I don't think that's smart, but I'm gonna try. Win the tie, dude. I could also Nasty Plot, to be honest, but if they lose the speed tie, then that's really bad. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to Nasty Plot. If they Volt Switch into Toad, then I'm going to Overheat it for damage and try to weaken it for Dracozolt. I could just switch out here into like Clef and just get up rocks, but they could start to Nasty Plot up and it could get bad. Yeah, I really wish I knew the outcome of this speed tie. That would help me out a lot, but unfortunately I don't. Let's go for Nasty Plot. They lost the speed tie, I think. Unless it wasn't a speed tie at all, but that makes this a lot harder. They can get in, like... Well, actually, they kind of have to go Toad anyway, because I'm not in range of Cinderace yet. I don't think so, at least. Because Power Ball was boosted by Stab, so High Jump Kick shouldn't kill me. They go Cinderace. I don't think your High Jump Kick's doing enough, dude. And I can just Volt Switch here for Chip. They go right for U-turn. Yeah, now the Toad comes in. I'm getting all these turns wrong, but I still get my Overheat damage into it, which is like the whole idea. It just makes it harder against the Cinderace later, but they take the kill instead of getting up rocks, which I'm totally fine with that. What I can do now is bring in... I like Noivern a lot. I can maybe try to Draco or Hurricane this. The other play is going like Ferrothorn, but that just lures in a Fire type, and they could Core Change immediately. That seems really risky. Let's go Noivern here. And, if I'm hitting, the play is Hurricane, but I don't know if I am or not. I mean, I'm gonna click Hurricane. I think they're gonna switch this out, maybe into Grimmsnarl, because if they sack it off, they should recognize that my Dracozolt just clicks Bolt Beak, so let's see. But yeah, this defensive cord is giving me somewhat of a hard time. I'm just trying to figure out, they go for Protect, okay. That's cool, I guess. So they might think I'm Specs now. Do I Draco this time? I still don't think it's worth me Draco Meteoring. But I think I might anyway. Like, if they go Grimmsnarl, I don't think I have a good play in that situation. They could easily double into a Fire-type Pokemon, and it would probably be over from there. I'm just gonna Hurricane again if they go Aegislash. Can I hit? Nice. So that does some chip. If I Flamethrower here, that'll help out Clef as well as Toxicroak. I think I have to Flamethrower it. I should be able to take one of anything. I don't think this kills me. And yeah, this damage is going to be valuable in the long run. So let's go for Flamethrower. They're probably going to attack, obviously. And then we'll go from there. Oh, I crit them. Wow. So that's in range of hazards now. Are they specs? Okay, that is definitely choice specs. No doubt about it. I'm going to go for U-turn the next turn on the Rotom and start to get my own momentum here. So Aegislash is basically a non-factor now. I think I want to get up rocks immediately to try to kill it. Look, there isn't many other good plays here, because if this is actually timid, then my Toxicroak will die through Dry Skin, or due to Dry Skin, so... And yeah, this could take a Will-O-Wisp here, so my only good play is Clef. And yeah, let's get up rocks. If they go Cinderace to Court Change, I will just get up rocks again immediately on it. Yeah, that'll be fine. I wish I knew whether this was Scarf or not. Well, actually, we know that it's not, right? They lost the speed tie. Yeah, my Overheat went off, I think, so... No, my Nasty Plot went off. So they go for Volt, ends up being Cinderace, which is understandable. What I can do here is just Moonblast for chip. They Court Change, and now I can get my rocks back up. I should take 2 Power Balls, too. The Clef is really bulky. Never mind. That's not even Blaze boosted. I mean, I can Protect here to, like, stall their turns, I guess. Do I Heart Switch in Dracozolt? No, I just sack this off. As they're actually missing, so that's kind of nice for me. If they miss again, then they're actually going to lose all of them. I should have wished there, by the way. That was such a misplay, but... Yeah, if I was banking off the miss, which was always the better click, but... What I can do now is bring out Dracozolt, and Dracozolt's the win con. I need this to do a lot of work. If I were them, I would throw out Seismitoad here, so I'm going to Dragon Claw. I just lost. Like, I don't think that thing being alive is going to help me if it has Sucker Punch, but we'll see. Yeah, Grimmsnarl comes in. I can go Ferrothorn here and try to get up hazards, I guess. Goes for Bulk Up, actually. Maybe I should just Leech Seed. Okay, I should Gyro Ball now. I'm not going to try to Leech Seed it. Yeah, spamming Gyro Ball is always the play, but I'm really frustrated that I couldn't get rid of that Aegislash, because now I might be in range of Mach Punch too. That actually sucks, but I guess there's not a lot I can do about it, right? They pivot in Rotom Heat, which gets put in range of Toxicroak plus 2 Sucker Punch now, so I do value that. I think my best player is just going to be keep this and make the offensive play into Dracozolt. They do get the burn off, but at least what I can do here is try to Bolt Beak. No, I'm going to Dragon Claw. They're going Toad this time. They're not going Grim. They leave it in. I actually hit, though, which is nice. Can my Toxicroak do this is the question. I think it can. I just got to get an SD up on somebody. Who that's going to be, I have no idea. They get the Flame Orb here. Let's have them take some chip. Mach Punch is there for health. They're going to Drain Punch now, so let's go Noivern. Minimize their recovery, and then I guess I just hope Toxicroak can do enough right now. Gunk Shot should kill. So let's go for that. And then I might be able to beat the rest of their team with this too. I'm pretty sure this kills, and this might just win the game. Like, Cinderace is going to get blown away by Sucker Punch, I believe. It's just the Toad, which I can pivot to Pharaoh on every time. I could have SD'd right there. That's so sad. Okay, who comes in, though? Toad comes in. I have to go Ferrothorn. Okay, that dropped me. So I guess you're the next play, and then I gotta hope Drain Punch is enough. Yeah, I should have Swords Danced. I'm gonna hope that they choke here and go Grimmsnarl. They went Grimmsnarl, okay. Bulk Up Darkest Lariat. I got a Swords Dance, like that's my only option here. I can take those hits and I can Drain Punch health back now. They should sack Aegislash, but they don't. They might have thrown. It depends on how much a few hits are doing. Cinderace comes in, I have Sucker Punch for this, I knock that out. I'm pretty sure I live Mach Punch still. This dies to Drain Punch, I believe. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be really sad. I think it dies though, come on. You're +2 Life Orb. It died, I think I won. Conkeldurr, I just want to double check, do I have to Drain Punch it, or... Yeah, I caught the Grimmsnarl. I knew I had to do that too, because if they stayed in with Toad, it was always over. So I'm glad I did that. Drain Punch at +2. It does way too much. Yeah, I have this. I'm able to knock that out, and then Aegislash dies on entry, so Toxicroak pulls it through in the end. Really happy about that, and I'll be right back. I can't believe that guy actually threw. Like, how do you not realize that you just click Earthquake twice and win the game to prevent my Swords Dance? But I'm not really complaining about it, I just kind of find it funny. What I want to do right here is, wow, I mean, they have a Dracozolt switching, it's their own. It's not really going to take Dragon Claw though, but it takes Bolt Beak, which I guess nothing else does. What I want to do here is maybe get a Brox earlier on this time, but I can't really do that when there's a Gengar lead because, like, I have no Ghost Resist, so let's go Noivern lead here. They might lead off with a Dragon type. I can't risk this being Choice Scarf, but I also have to consider my Ferrothorn's value because it's my best Mimikyu check. So what do I want to do? I don't want Rotom Heat coming in here. I will probably lose to Corviknight if that happens, so like, I could just Draco Meteor and not care, but that seems really careless. I'm gonna go Pharaoh. They go for Scarf Bolt Beak, so I'm glad I made that play. What I can do here is just Leech Seed my health back. Hydreigon. As much as I know they're probably going to go for U-turn. Well, actually, this shouldn't have U-turn. It's the Dracozolt that's Choice Scarf, right? This is probably like Sub-Nasty Plot or something, so if I really wanted to, what I could do here is get up a Spike, predicting their coverage to be only Dark Pulse and Flash Cannon, but on the off chance they're Life Orb with a Fire move and Nasty Plot, I think Clefable is smarter. Yeah, they go for Fire Blast, and they even miss it too, which is kind of bad for them. Allows me to get up my Stealth Rocks, and then I can pivot into Dracozolt now and start to do something, so this is sort of the turn where I have to make something happen. What do I do? Do I Dragon Claw immediately? The answer is no, I Bolt Beak. They go hard into their own, that's fine. I'll get... Wow, okay, that was a crit. Do I risk a tie? I'm risking a tie and Hustle. And maybe even a... No, that's not a roll. It'll kill if I win the tie and hit, but I don't think that's worth it. I have to go Ferrothorn again. Good play going for Fire Fang, dude. I think they predicted me to play safe right there. So that definitely puts me a little bit farther in the back. I mean, they can have this at this point. Imagine hitting twice. What I can do here is bring in Dracozolt one more time. Because I know they're not locked into... Because they're locked into Fire Fang, I'm just going to Bolt Beak, obviously. This is not Choice Scarf, I think. That's kind of the drawback of my Clefable not getting hit. I don't know much about this, but I'm still going to go Clef on the Draco. And try to get up Hazards here. And this is where Dracozolt can start doing a lot of work if I can hit my Bolt Beak, so let's try it. Either they U-turn here, and they don't get rid of Hazards, which I think is really dumb. Because, don't they have 2 Mons in range? Yeah, they should Defog here, always. I don't know why they're even thinking about it, like, Defog's the only click. So I get in, yeah, they Defog, and, like, this is where it counts. These Bolt Beaks are going to be important, so let's go for Bolt Beak. Both their dragons are in range, like, I can break Mimikyu's Disguise and then knock it out after. They suck off the Dracozolt hit? Nice, okay, so no speed ties there. Mimikyu comes in next. My next best check to this is my Rotom Heat, so I kind of have to make that play here. As they go right for Play Off, and this allows me to Volt Switch on the Hydreigon. I think Noivern is an okay play here. It's like, can you turn out on the Mimikyu and break this Disguise? And that'll basically ensure my... Really, dude, why? Are you really going for a Hurricane Miss? Or are you like Assault Vest with Ice Punch or something? I'm not going to risk any of this. I'm just going to go Clefable. I think they're AV Ice Punch, and that's why they made that play. So, let's go for Rocks. This comes in. Same play. Dracozolt. Who wants a Bolt Beak? Dracozolt is coming through. I don't think you're Choice Scarf. You already have... Like, I think both of these were Choice Scarf. It could be Sash, though. Well, I missed, and they Sludge Wave poisoned me, so that's going to make this actually a tough endgame now. But I will try to hit. Nope. Just when I say you're coming through, Dracozolt, you do that to me. Come on. Okay, well, at least it makes things more interesting. I mean, Dracozolt can't just win the game on its own now, but... I mean, you could argue I should have switched out there. I could go Noivern. We know this is not Choice Scarf now. Noivern Hurricane, or do I go Toxicroak? That's actually really frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. I think the play is I go Rotom and Volt Switch to break any potential Sash and then bring a Noivern to Hurricane. Let's go for that. Like, we know this is not Choice Specs, so I should have no problem living one Sludge Wave here. And it's not like it's checking Conkeldurr or Mimikyu anyway, so yeah. Now what I can do is go Noivern and just really pray I hit this one after missing 2 Bolt Beaks. They bring in Conk and get confused. Do I Draco next turn to be safer? Yeah. And what this does is force in the Mimikyu, which I can now U-turn to have its sub go away. I go Clef here on the player off. Just click Rocks. They should try to switch out, I think, but I don't know what they want to do. And then, yeah, it just comes down to... Well, my play here is to go Toxicroak, obviously. Do I live Adamant Life Orb is my question. Because if I do, that might change my play from Sucker Punch to something else. I can eat Adamant Life Orb. Does Gunk Shot even kill Gengar, though? That's the other question. Gengar? Gunk Shot would kill Gengar. So I think I go for the Gunk Shot hit. I already missed like 280% accurate moves this game. Let's just hit. And they missed their player off, so that works for me. And that should be it, because I'm pretty sure this thing might be 4 attacks. The only way it could win is if it's like... Well, actually, Substitute wouldn't help them. I have Infiltrator, so yeah, I'll win. Okay, I have the next game right here. My opponent has a pretty offensive team. I definitely want to watch out for the Shift Gear Toxicity. Could be a win condition, but I think as long as my Ferrothorn is healthy, I might be fine against that. The problem is, they have a Dracovish to pressure, and I really can't go safely into Toxicroak due to the possibility of Psychic Fangs, so that's definitely tough. Toxicroak is also just a win con here, so gotta consider that. I think they're leading off with the Excadrill, so let's go with the Noivern lead. Yeah, I catch the Excadrill, so if I Flamethrower here and they went for Rock Slide, I could die. Do I really care though? Probably, but I'm gonna Flamethrower because everybody clicks Rocks with their lead mon. They don't have another Stealth Rocker, so why would you not Rocks up now? They do go for Iron Head, okay. That's really interesting. Does Draco kill this? Because I really don't want anything coming in. I don't think they would throw out Whimsicott here. Noivern. Draco does kill this. I feel as though I should click that. But I'm gonna Flamethrower. Yeah, I don't want to risk a miss and their Rocks going up. Like, if they hard switched in Dracovish there, sure it would have worked out for them, but that's still a really bad play that I don't think they would make. So here's the thing. Do I go Ferrothorn and risk losing to Toxicity, or do I make the really aggressive play into Toxicroak? Because I want to keep this around for sure. If Toxicroak comes in and they go for Psychic Fangs, that's really bad, so I'm gonna go Ferrothorn. They clicked Fishes, and it looks like they crit beast into range of the next hit. And then they doubled to Surf Etched, which I don't think lives Gunk Shot. I'm calking a lot this game, but I definitely want to make sure that I'm making the optimal decision. Toxicroak against this would do 95 to 113. You know what, Toxicroak? This is your video. You're hitting this and you're killing. Really. That was a 75% Toxicroak. You are a failure. They run though, so I'll be right back. Okay, I have another game right here. My opponent has Sticky Webs, so I'm really glad I have Heavy Duty Boots Noivern, as well as some speed control using Choice Scarf Dracozolt, which will be my lead here. They end up leading off with the Drill, so what I'm going to do is not risk anything here and go Noivern. They go for Earthquake, and now what I can do is Flamethrower. On the Rocks, I can Flamethrower one more time here. Knock that out, and then if they go Araquanid, I can Hurricane and hit. They're gonna go Dragapult every time, though. If I was real here, I would Hurricane on the Araquanid double, because I know they want their hazards, but I can't do that. Yeah, they just go for darts. Okay, I'm glad I didn't even consider that, even though I technically did, because I mentioned it, which is kind of considering it. Yeah, there's the Araquanid. I mean, this was gonna come in no matter what. I might as well take the turn to get in Dracozolt. Yeah, now what I can do it... Does Dracozolt win? Because if they're Adamant Dragapult, then I could just Bolt Beak through their entire squad. Great turn. Oh, greater turn. Okay, let's bring out Noivern. I hit there. I did a lot. I'm not really happy with how that went, though. Okay, so Ferrothorn looks great. Clefable checks the Hawlucha. I'm just gonna, like, sweat for the remainder of this game. I'm not really happy with what just happened. Yeah, let's go Rotom here. They're going to go Dragapult, obviously. That's, like, their only play. I'm just gonna, like, Will-O-Wisp it, probably. But, like, Dracozolt really isn't coming through. Really, that was this video, right? Where I missed 2 other moves. They go out into this. I should be faster and can Will-O-Wisp. And then, doesn't your... Okay, so they clicked Psychic Fangs trying to catch Toxicroak. Still a really frustrating turn, but I can Will-O... Let's try this, and let's Draco. Okay, I actually hit a move. That's, like, insane. Bisharp comes in. I'm just gonna U-turn to my Pharaoh on that, and I can just, like, probably lead cheat. I mean, I should live the 2 throat chops as long as I hit here, which I did. Okay, good. Then let's make this play. Then let's make this play. How to outplay this 101. Okay, nice. And now I think like what I can do is just go Toxicroak. Actually, Clefable first is always the better play. Yeah, they go this. I just Moonblast immediately to kill it. And then I just Moonblast Halucha as well. I don't know how I won this after all that hacks, but I'm not complaining. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just battled this guy. It was, I'm pretty sure, double Scarf Dragons, some weird Gengar that was not choice locked or something. Assault Vest, Ice Punch, Conk, from what I remember. Mimikyu, Defog, Corviknight, just, you know, your standard sort of thing. What I want to do right here is lead off with my... I'm gonna go Noivern like I did last time. They lead Conk this time, which is smart because they kind of force my hand here and can go for Ice Punch. So let's get in Clef. Yeah, this guy really wants my Noivern, but you're not having it, dude. Let's go for Rocks, and I'm gonna do exactly what I did last time. Try to get that cycle where I can get up Rocks and then pressure like with my, what's it called? Dracozolt, that's the Pokemon. I can Protect here. They go for Shadow Ball, which is like completely understandable considering my resists. Let's go Ferrothorn as they Sludge Wave that turn. That's honestly kind of funny. Watch this play. Easy. And now what I can do is Bolt Beak. And I killed that. Nice. I think they were hoping I predicted a Dragon type coming in, but no thank you, dude. Now do I go Ferrothorn and Fire Fang or not? That's the thing. Because I easily could. I mean, do I go Ferrothorn on the Fire Fang? Not do I go Ferrothorn and Fire Fang myself. Because if I go Ferrothorn and they Fire Fang, that would open up the door for Mimikyu. I think we addressed this last time and it was okay with Rotom, so... Yeah, I'll make the play here. As they click Bolt Beak, so that's like really good for me. I can just lead cheat. As the Conk comes in. And I get in Clef every time here, as they try to Ice Punch into something. And they run. I'll be right back. Okay, now we have Storm Zone, who I beat while he was using this team the other day. I was using Ludicolo Rain, so I definitely want to try to beat this team again. I've been on like a streak against Storm Zone. I don't think I've lost to him in a while, so maybe I can keep that up here. But what I want to do is pressure with early Noivern lead against Cinderace and just go right for Hurricane is what I'm thinking is my optimal decision here. It really wasn't, apparently, so that's not the best start, but it is 70%, so what can I really say about it? I'm just gonna Flamethrower this. I don't really understand why they would prioritize my boots being gone, but... I mean, I'm just gonna Flamethrower again. I doubt they would risk Hydreigon. If anything, it'd go Galarian Weezing, but they just sacked off the Ferrothorn. I don't know what Galarian Weezing gets. I'm assuming it gets Fire-type moves, if I had to guess. I think, like, a safe initial pivot's just going to be my Rotom, as they go for Strange Beam, and I can just Will-O-Wisp into incoming Seismitoad is what I think is going to happen. Yeah, and start to wear that down for, like, Dracozolt. That's going to be valuable here, so let's go for that. I don't know what else Galarian Weezing wants to do. It could click a Poison move here, I guess. Like, that wouldn't be surprising. Because Chip on this would actually help out Pokemon like Aegislash's Shadow Sneak, as well as Cinderace's Pirate Ball. But no, they go Toad. Ideally, I can hit. There we go. And now what I can do is get in Pharaoh here on the rocks. Throw up a Spike and go from there. I would totally Gyro Ball here on the incoming Cinderace if I hit that Hurricane earlier, but I can't anymore, unfortunately. And it's not like I have switch-ins to this anyway, so let's go back to Rotom on the Pyro Ball. Let's just Volt Switch out. I mean, if that comes in, then I'll just go Clef. Yeah, I just go Clef here and get up rocks. Like, it doesn't even matter. Cinderace comes in. Gonna make this play on the Core Change because I know they're gonna sacrifice momentum there for no reason. And now what I'll do is I'll Dragon Claw. They actually left it in, so I could have gotten the Yoko. I mean, this thing should be dead anyway, so I mean, it's like whatever, right? But at least it's in range of Sucker Punch now. Weezing Dash Galar comes in. I wish I Bolt Beaked, but I really didn't want the Seismitoad coming back in. Against this, I will make that same play into my Rotom. And this time I'm going to Nasty Plot. I don't think they're not going Cinderace. They're going Glowbox. Yeah, and I need Clef's health for Hydreigon, so let's see what happens. Yeah, they go Toad. I can +2 overheat this now, and it's going to do a good amount. Please hit. Thank you. Yeah, that did so much. And what I can do into this next turn is bring in... No, not Noivern. I don't want to rely on accuracy when I don't have to. I don't want to take the Rock Switch in with Dracozolt, so this is my best play here. And I will just Drain Punch. I don't think they're going hard Aegislash. It seems really careless. I mean, sure, you could prevent my Bolt Beak spam. They do it. Okay, understandable. I can just Sucker Punch following it up. Okay, am I losing the game now? How bad is that? This is in range, this is in range. I gotta go Pharaoh. I think I just lost because I Sucker Punched instead of switching out immediately. Yeah, they SD again. I got a Lead Sheet, but they're gonna close combat here, right? Yeah, CC, and I think I just threw really hard. Ah, that sucks. Okay, I can go Toxicroak. They probably have King Shield. Okay, if I can outplay this, it's not over. So let's try. The thing is, they should know I have no other way to hit them, right? So, like, why would you never just spam SD? Man, is this really how I'm going to lose? Because my Toxicroak can only hit this with Sucker Punch? I didn't think about setup at all. Like, I was going to break the balloon, then go, like, Dracozolt to Earthquake or Bolt Beak or something. Probably Earthquake because of the possibility of King Shield. Yeah, that was a careless decision. I should have either gone hard Noivern and tried to win that way, or I should have gone... Yeah, they're just going to SD. And there's, like, nothing I can do. Yeah, they're going to spam that. I mean, I can try to stall out 28 of them, I guess. Let's just SD here. Dude, I can do that. If I get these plays right, I actually win. This is like I'm not gonna get this exchange right, but you never know. They're really gonna go through all of their attacks. I'm like waiting a bit to bait them into not clicking the attack. Yeah, like this exchange determines the outcome of this game, I believe. Okay, nice. This is still a game. I don't know why this came out. Oh, it has Sucker Punch too. That's actually kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. They go Toad, I can Drain Punch the following turn. I'm so happy I got that right, like that just makes me laugh. That did so much too. And their Life Orb. Yeah, I think I win. I go Noivern here and U-turn. Oh, I didn't think about the hazards. I might have lost. No, I didn't lose, because all I have to do here is go Dracozolt, I believe. No, I go Clef. This forces out the Sentimental, I think. But they go Cinderace anyway. Oh, this is Blaze boosted, isn't it? Do I die? How many do they have? Let's just scout their move. And get my 1% back. Does Moonblast kill them? Does my Dracozolt live a Sucker Punch? These are all things I need to consider here. I guess I just Moonblast, right? Okay, they burnt me, but they, lived too. You miss. I mean, I gotta hope this lives. 35%? I don't think so. And even then I have to hit my moves. I don't know how that helped them at all. Like, what are you doing now? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I have another game right here. Let me try to not make the same mistake and let an Aegislash shut up on my Toxicroak. What I want to do is keep my Rotom Heat healthy. I think that will help out a lot against both the Aegislash and the Vikavolt. Let me lead off with my Noivern against the Vikavolt, so it's probably just Web's lead. I'm just gonna click Flamethrower, obviously. It's kind of no drawback. They don't really have good pivots in after. I might Draco the next turn, just trying to catch a Dragapult, but I might also just Flamethrower. We'll figure it out. Let's see what they do here. So I do 70. I burn it. I think I'm still faster, so you should not be having webs here. It depends on how, like, whether they're timid or not. I was faster, but I did get full pair. Okay. Very cool. Let's go for Flamethrower and knock it out. So I did prevent webs right there, but the game said no. You know what's funny? I was even thinking about Thunder Wave in my mind and about speed tiers, but I didn't actually say it out loud. Let's see what they do now. Like, I was wondering, if they Thunder Wave me, could they get up sticky webs after? And after they did, I was like, you probably can't unless you're timid. Now, let's see what they do here. They could probably get in Dragapult. I would have to go, like, hard Clef. Yeah, in fact, I will just go hard Clef. They might double. They just go for darts, though. I mean, I don't have hazard control, so I'll just get up my rocks. Yeah, Excadrill comes in. I don't really want to stay in here. Let's go Pharaoh on the rocks and just Leech Seed. And then Power Whip. Yeah, he spins everything away, which is understandable. I can just maybe Power Whip again. Okay, so not the worst, but not the best. Like, I'm weakened for Bisharp, but I don't think I lose to Bisharp. I can still keep this alive for Iron Barbs, too. Let me go out into my Clef here. Like, that's pretty safe. They just click Flamethrower. I can just Rocks up. They might get an Aegislash, but this is why I've kept my Rotom Heat healthy, so that would be alright. They go hard Bisharp. I might have to use Rotom Heat against this, but Toxicroak is a thing too. I'm gonna go Pharaoh here, and then I'm gonna revenge it using Toxicroak. After getting some nice damage on this, they just go for Throat Chop. I think that was a high roll, so I might be able to live if I get a decent roll here. Does not look like that was the case, unfortunately. My best play is to go Toxicroak, but it does invite an Aegislash, so I'm gonna go Dracozolt. I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna do it. And yeah, I have to click Bolt Beak. I did hit, nice, okay. So I'm not regretting anything right now. Like, I don't want Toxicroak coming in. Clef. DD. I have Protect, so if they Phantom Force, it doesn't even matter. Oh, never mind, it does. I forgot. Let's Wish up. I'm really bad. That's what this is. I should have Moonblasted. I think I just threw. Yeah, nobody comes in. Okay, well that was bad. I am dumb. Let's do this. And then this, maybe. They should Phantom Force. They just go hard Komodo, okay. So I was able to scare that out. It's not over, but like, I don't know what I just did and why I did it. I'm gonna Gunk Shot here. I should be able to live one of anything they want to do. Is it worth living it though? Because I could end up losing to Dragapult. I can't believe I just did that. Like, I completely forgot about Phantom Force mechanics. I would have won this game had I just clicked Moonblast, and I just threw the game. I can't believe I just did that. That's really how I'm going to take an L after all those wins. Ah, that's so bad. Do I Gunk Shot? I can't let them set up for free. Hold up. The Sucker Punch... There's no way Sucker Punch is doing 13. It's +1 Komodo. I gotta figure something else out. This is too slow. I'm just gonna make sure, like, absolutely, because it is a 13% Komodo after all. Maybe? I don't think so at all. Yeah, no way. So that's not killing. That's against minus defense, too. I think I have to sack off my Noivern and get in Rotom and take the hit with that, as much as I don't want to. Yeah, let's do that. And then, oh, they're at +2. If they have clinging skills, which why wouldn't they? I just lost. Flamethrower, Clanger's Soul. I'm not missing anything right here, right? I have no way to get other damage on them. Sucker Punch is not killing. I don't have any abilities that can help me out. I guess what I do is I have them take the defense drop and then kill it with Sucker Punch. So let's go Noivern. I think they're debating whether they want to Flash Cannon or not. Or Flamethrower. But I think if I go Noivern here, I force them to clinging skills to kill me. Which would be like really big. Okay, I still not be able to do this, because Clinging Skills drops defense, and once they lose their defense boost, assuming they're an offensive set, Sucker Punch will kill them, because even if I take out the minus defense, I still do 13 min, so yeah. I need them to Clinging Skills me. I'm not being dumb, right? That's the one that lowers defense. Yep, lowers defense by 1. I need them to click that. And I think Noivern forces them to click that, because they should Flamethrower here until they Dry Skin Mon. That's the only play that makes sense. I don't know why they're thinking about it, like, you click Flamethrower here every time, you're at +1 and you kill me. So yep, I get a Noivern, I take, okay, they Clinging Skills immediately, that's really good. They lose that boost, I can bring this in again. Sucker Punch does kill now. And they can't Clinging Skills again. Or Clinger's Soul, whatever. Okay, nice. This is still a game. This is very still a game. I gotta go hard Rotom here. There's like no other play. If they SD as I try to spam Sucker Punch, I lose. And I gotta keep this for Dragapult anyway, so... The alternative play is pivoting to Dracozolt and trying to Bolt Beak this, but I feel as though just going for the Overheat plus Sucker Punch win con is gonna be a lot better for me. Yeah, they tried SD. I figured that play was coming out. I can Overheat now. They can't kill me here. Okay. I did hit, and then all I gotta do is get these Sucker Punch mind games right. So my best play here is to Volt. They just darts immediately. Oh, their Life Orb. Could I use that at all? No, I still gotta go to this. Just gonna Sucker Punch every time. I have to. Oh, they have Sucker Punch. That changes things a bit. Comes down to this turn. Like, actually play this back, but I don't think I can win unless I get this play right. I got it right. Nice. Okay. Phew. I will be right back. Okay, I have the final game right here. My opponent does have a Rhyperior. I definitely want to be careful about that when trying to attack with Dracozolt. I am going to lead off with Dracozolt. It does really well. They end up leading off with Cinderace. My best initial play here is Earthquake. It catches Rhyperior just fine. Yeah, it should 2-hit KO, and I'm gonna hit. It didn't even 2-hit KO. Rhyperior is dumb. Let's go ahead and bring in our Clefable. Earthquake hurts, but like, I can take it at least. I don't know how fast they are, but I'm just gonna go for Rocks. Oh, they have Heavy Slam. That's actually kind of bad. Alright, what do I want to do about this? Because none of these guys are killing, so I guess you're my play. I have to Power Whip. Like, if it stays in, that's really bad. They end up going Pharaoh. I'll bring in Rotom. I don't think they're doubling. Yeah, they go out into this. I think I can just Will-O-Wisp, I want to say. Like, they're not going to go Cinderace. They go Clef, interestingly, on the Rotom. I don't know what this wants to do, but I'm going to Nasty Plot. Oh, then they pivot out into Hydreigon. That makes sense, yeah. I should have Volt Switched then. I'm going to get this in on the Draco. I don't know if they have a Fire-type move, but what I do know here is I want to get some momentum back, so let's double. I didn't think it would be this. I thought it would be Ferrothorn. I'm not going to lie. This is going pretty poorly. Let's go ahead and bring out Rotom on a Pyro Ball miss. Okay, that's helpful. Yeah, I'll take that. Let's go for Overheat. Try to catch Hydreigon coming in, or Rhyperior, one of the two. Hydreigon. I do like 26. Okay, that's not even that bad. Go Pharaoh again. They Dark Pulsed this time. Good play. Allows me to get a Noivern, though, and I don't see a adequate Flang resist at this point, besides Rhyperior. That can take my hits if that happens. Okay, let's do this then. Are you Life Orb? Okay, that still hurt a lot. I think this is already an L. Like, I'm rushing this one. But it's alright. Let's go ahead and Gunk Shot. Ends up being Ferrothorn. I can Drain Punch the next turn. I should have Drain Punched right there. That might have gotten me back in this game. Is this Helmet? Like, why did you come in? Okay, it's not Helmet. I'm gonna go for damage on it. And then try to break through with the Noivern endgame, I guess. Like, Hurricane can maybe win. I hit there, knock that out. If the Hydra is Scarf, I needed to miss a Draco. This I have to hope dies the Draco of my own. I don't think I have another option here. It should. Never mind, I lost. Right, because I have to go to I'm gonna go to Rotom, and I'm gonna overheat first for this kill. Oh, that did not kill. I was trying to lock Bolt Beak, but that didn't happen. And yeah, there's nothing I can do. Got blown away right here. Let's see if I can maybe flinch through everything. Nah. And that's going to be the game. So that was an interesting way to end it off after such a strong live, but I don't really mind. I did hope y'all enjoyed. You can find this team down below in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Later.